it gets to a point, and we're at the point that it gets to, that we have to admit that a lot of people that have degrees are insufferable, especially when we're having the conversation around dating and relationships with respect to equity and education. So I'm seeing a lot of people, namely women, who are saying that if a man doesn't have the same level of education as them, then it's nearly impossible to have a successful relationship with him. And I don't think that enough people accept or have the conversation around how many educated idiots there are. Just because you can take in information and regurgitate said information doesn't mean that you also have the ability to synthesize said information.
Mm.
What do I mean? You can sit in a class, take notes, hear a lecture. You can even repeat said information on a test. But when it comes to actually making inferences, connecting dots, going above and beyond the base level, that's when you begin to struggle. And that's evident whenever you say something like a person has to match your education in order to be able to match your intellect or able to be able to match your conversation level. Life is the best teacher.
Yeah, that's what we see. We see a lot of people trying to say, "Well, I got a college degree. You got to have a college degree too. If not, we can't be together." Only people that do that is because they're trying to make themselves better than what they appear to be. Look, I know a lot of people that's educated and they have no common sense. I know a lot of people that's educated and they are broke. What matters is the mentality of both people. I don't care if you don't have a college degree or not. I don't care. It means nothing. A college degree does not mean anything anymore. So when people still try to use a college degree as a way to separate, stay away from them because that's all they have to offer to you is having a college degree. The only reason why people say you need to have a college degree is because the only thing that they have on you is a college degree. So they make themselves feel better than you because they have a college degree. So if people are saying you got to have a college degree, it's because they're so proud and they're trying to create a standard that nobody cares about. You know what I care about? Making money. You know what I care about? Mentality. You know what I care about? Character. I don't care if you have a college degree or not. That means nothing. But the people that say, well, call me doctor this, they're so hyped up on their education, but they have no common sense. They have no money. Who cares? If you see and you around people that say you can't be around them because of their education, run from them. Because you know why? They're broke. The only thing they have to offer, the only achievement that they have in their life is that piece of paper. And at the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper. So that's why you got to stay away from these people. You have to stay away from these people trying to create these boundaries that nobody cares about. So you telling me if I got a degree, I need to only be with somebody that doesn't have a degree? That's stupid. We always have this in relationships. And what you see in today's world, people are just creating these unnecessary requirements. Keep it simple. Do you have good morals? Do you have a good character? Yes, yes. You believe in God? Yes. Okay, cool. The rest we can do. I don't care about if you don't have a degree. I don't care if you don't have a whole lot of money. I just care if you love God, you got character, you got discipline, you got morals. That's all I care about. Other stuff, we can get that. You don't need to have a degree to date me because you know what? What does the degree actually mean? Let's see. Let's see. A lot of y'all got degrees to subject that don't even matter. Okay. So if you're not a doctor or a lawyer, you shouldn't have a degree. You should be getting experience. But what does a degree really show to people? It's that you're willing to sit down and you can learn it and then take a test about it and pass a test, and that's it. I have degrees and I don't even use my degrees to make money. See, a lot of y'all got these degrees and still broke. But then you gonna go on a date and say, well, you can't date me unless you got a degree. Get out of here, man. So false.
I'm a proponent of education for sure. But the reason that I'm such a proponent for college is because of the soft skills that you gain in college. If a person is able to gain those same soft skills from life experience, then what makes you any better than them? See, I don't do educational elitism, I don't participate in that because I know too many people from too many different walks of life. And Some people, some of my best friends in this world, some people who have all this education will cast them to the side because of their background, because of the things that they've been through, their life experiences. When I tell you, some of these people are some of the wisest people, some of the kindest people, some of the most generous people you'll ever meet. But because they have a colorful past, they didn't do everything as society would say is the right way, whatever that is. People would dismiss them, specifically people that are, academics. And if education was a cure all for idiocy, then we wouldn't have so many stupid people among us in our jobs, in our.
See, I like when people talk with common sense. Just because you got an education don't mean you're not stupid. Just because you got an education don't mean that it don't mean that you're better than people. There's people that got education that's in jail right now. There's people that got degrees that's in jail right now. So why is that a requirement to date? It's no point. Why is that a requirement to date? A degree means nothing. It only means something to the people that have them. But the real thing is, when you have a degree and then you start to realize this don't mean nothing. But I gotta make it mean something because I don't want people to seem like I wasted my time. In actuality, you did. There's a lot of people that got degrees and the jobs that they have nothing to do with their degrees. So who wins? The university. There's a lot of people paying school loans, paying monthly on a school loan for a degree that they don't even use to make money with. That's the problem. That's the issue that we got. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue that we got. But now they say, well, I don't want people to see that I wasted my time, so I'm gonna make that a dating requirement because I did it. That means you have to do it too. It's idiotic.
Our government, in our just everyday social interaction. There's a whole lot of people out here with a degree. And I know that a degree is a huge accomplishment, or at least it used to be before all of this AI and chat GPT and whatnot. But having a degree is an accomplishment for sure. But it does not make you better than the
Mm-hmm.
next person.
Mm-hmm.
How arrogant of you to say that if a man or if a person doesn't have the same amount of degrees that you have, that it will be impossible to have a successful relationship.
Because they want to feel better. They want to always have the one up on somebody. People that come up with these rules, they want to come up with these rules so they could be in charge of the game, right? So they can feel like they're elite. So they can feel like they're better than you. So they can have a reason to reject somebody. Ooh. They want to have the power of rejection, and they don't want people to look at them like they crazy because they rejected them because they will say, well, my rule is you have to have a college degree and you don't. See, people want to be in control of doing bad and rejecting people. They want to have a reason to where they don't look like they're being mean. They be like, nope, that's just part of my rules. But really, you being a jack. But people create these things, these fantasies, these fake rules in order to control, in order to make people feel bad, in order to make people feel happy that they're in their presence. That's all they're trying to create a presence, an aura around themselves by these terrible rules.
You have all of those degrees, but you have an inability to communicate. You have all of those degrees, but you are selfish. You have all of those degrees, but you are not compassionate. You have all of those degrees, and you still don't see your partner as a full human being.
Mm.
You have all of those degrees, and you're still a loser. You
Mm.
have all of those degrees, and you still struggle with when to utilize the correct your. You have all of
Mm.
those degrees, and you still lack the basic ability to get on Google.com and do just a little bit of research and learn that there are many people that don't have degrees, especially those that work in trades, blue collar work, and whatnot, that out earn you, like are making money
Mm.
hand over fist while you're still begging for a promotion.
Dang. Why she do that at the end? Why she do that to him? But it's true. It's true. I feel like you don't really need a degree anymore unless you're a doctor or a lawyer. Anything other than that, maybe, okay, a scientist. Okay, cool. But a lot of y'all got degrees in communications or history. You don't have real degrees. We don't need it. And neither should that be a requirement to date somebody. Because all that's doing is just giving you trying to give you fake power so you can make sure you don't feel stupid for having a stupid degree. That's it. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to see new videos. Tap into the late night, not the late night, the early morning show. No Filter Morning Show, 10:21 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you tap in. I appreciate you guys. To the haters. To the haters. Keep it coming. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.